Iran, a land steeped in rich history and culture, is often shrouded in mystery for many. This video takes you on a journey through some of the most fascinating and little-known aspects of this captivating nation. From unique marriage practices and the surprising title of Nose Job Capital of the World, to hosting one of the largest refugee populations, Iran is full of intriguing stories waiting to be uncovered. Make sure to stay tuned until the end, as one of the last facts will truly surprise you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more fascinating insights into the world's marvels. Welcome to World Marvels. 10. The continent's highest volcano. Mount Damavand, a dormant stratovolcano, is located in the Alborz mountain range near the Caspian Sea, standing at 5,671 meters above sea level. It is the highest peak in Iran and the tallest volcano in all of Asia. Its last eruption occurred around 7,300 years ago, and today, the summit features a small volcanic crater surrounded by sulfuric fields. Glaciers encircling Damavand play a crucial role in supplying water to nearby settlements and feeding several major rivers in Iran. However, these glaciers are rapidly retreating due to climate change. At the base of Mount Damavand, hot springs are renowned for their therapeutic properties, particularly for treating chronic wounds and skin diseases. The water from these springs is bottled and distributed throughout Iran, symbolizing the resilience of the Iranian people against authoritarian regimes and foreign domination. The mountain features prominently in ancient Zoroastrian texts and myths. Legend has it that the three-headed dragon Zahak was chained to this mountain until the end of days. Additionally, the tyrant Zahak was said to be imprisoned in a cave on Mount Damavand after being defeated by the hero Feridun. The mountain is also steeped in mysticism, believed to possess magical powers. According to legend, a hero once shot a magical arrow from its peak to delineate the country's borders during a territorial dispute. 9. Youthful population. Iran boasts a significant and dynamic youth population, with approximately 34% of its 89.8 million people falling within the age group of 15 to 29 years. The median age in Iran is 33 years, indicating a relatively young population overall. This youthful demographic is particularly impactful in urban areas, where 74.2% of the population resides. Education and employment are critical issues for Iranian youth. The country has achieved near-universal primary school enrollment, and there is significant participation at secondary and tertiary levels. However, youth unemployment remains a challenge, especially for those transitioning from education to the labor market. Despite these challenges, Iranian youth have shown remarkable resilience and adaptability. Politically, young Iranians have been highly active. The post-2009 election protests, known as the Green Movement, saw significant participation from young Iranians who utilized social media and other networks to organize and express dissent. This movement highlighted the political engagement and influence of Iran's younger generation. Their contributions and the challenges they face will continue to shape the country's future, making them a driving force for social, economic, and political change. 7. Persian carpets. The iconic Persian carpets are among the most expensive in the world, with an average price of $3,000, sometimes reaching into the hundreds of thousands. These masterpieces have a rich history spanning at least 2 centuries. Carpet weaving evolved into an art form during the Persian Empire, reflecting the culture and history of Iran. Each carpet, created entirely by hand, can take years or even decades to complete. Persian carpets are distinguished by their materials, patterns, and weaving techniques, with traditional styles reflecting the soul of the weaver. Recognized by UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage, the materials used in these carpets are predominantly natural, ensuring durability and vibrant colors. The dyes extracted from plants or insects add to the uniqueness of each rug, ensuring no two are identical. The most expensive Persian rug on record fetched $33.7 million at an auction in New York. As of 2013, carpet exports were a significant contributor to Iran's economy, second only to oil. However, this tradition is at risk of disappearing as younger generations show little interest in the trade, deterred by the health issues faced by their predecessors. If this trend continues, in just 15 to 20 years, Iran could lose this valuable tradition entirely. Despite challenges like international sanctions, Iran's carpet industry remains significant, employing nearly 5 million people and exporting to over 100 countries. The high prices of Iranian carpets are a testament to the quality of materials, skilled craftsmanship, and unique designs, making them highly sought after worldwide. 6. Nose job capital of the world. Iran leads the world in the number of nose surgeries performed each year, with estimates suggesting nearly 40,000 annual procedures. Despite strict regulations, especially for women, the trend of nose jobs is changing societal norms. Cosmetic surgery clinics in Iran are now crowded, with more men also getting interested in cosmetic procedures. Beauty services in Iran attract foreign customers due to their much cheaper prices compared to the United States and Europe. Economically, Iran offers nose surgeries at a much lower cost, fueling both domestic and international demand. The average cost of rhinoplasty in Iran ranges from $1,500 to $3,500, significantly lower than in the United States or Europe, making it an attractive destination for medical tourists. The presence of highly skilled surgeons and modern medical facilities further enhances Iran's reputation as a leading center for rhinoplasty. This trend is seen by many as a sign that Iranian society is becoming more modern. Cosmetic procedures are believed to boost confidence and provide better opportunities in life. However, some people disagree, feeling that the country is becoming too westernized. The debate over the popularity of cosmetic surgery in Iran reflects broader tensions between tradition and modernity. 5. Superpower. Iran is the second largest producer of natural gas globally, right after Russia, and the third largest producer of natural gas in the world, trailing only Russia and the United States. Oil and gas are central to Iran's energy needs, accounting for about 80% of the country's domestic energy consumption and forming a significant part of its export value. In 2022, Iran was expected to extract approximately 3.45 million barrels of oil daily, with an estimated income of $58 billion from oil exports. Iran is also making strides in renewable energy, investing in wind and solar power. Currently, renewables make up about 6% of Iran's total electricity production, and the government aims to increase this to 10% by 2025. The country's commitment to diversifying its energy sources demonstrates a forward-thinking approach to its energy strategy. Additionally, Iran boasts some of the world's largest reserves of zinc, copper, and iron ore. According to the United States Geological Survey, Iran also has significant deposits of chromium, manganese, sulfur, gold, uranium, and titanium. These resources play a crucial role in Iran's economy and its position on the global stage. 4. Leading in refugees. Iran is one of the world's leading countries in hosting refugees, primarily due to the influx from neighboring Afghanistan. As of 2022, Iran was hosting over 3.4 million refugees and individuals in refugee-like situations. This figure includes more than 1.1 million Afghans with varying statuses, such as residents with permits, family passport holders, and undocumented individuals. The ongoing conflicts and deteriorating conditions in Afghanistan have driven many to seek refuge in Iran. Iran's policies have been relatively inclusive, providing refugees with access to education, healthcare, and employment opportunities. Since 2015, Iran has allowed Afghan children to attend primary and secondary schools, regardless of their documentation status. Currently, over 800,000 Afghan children are enrolled in Iranian schools, studying alongside Iranian children. However, despite these efforts, the financial support needed to sustain these initiatives has been insufficient, with only 23% of the required funding received in 2023. Despite these challenges, Iran continues to support a large refugee population. The humanitarian efforts made by Iran to accommodate such a large number of refugees are commendable. The integration of refugees into society, providing them with essential services and opportunities, highlights the country's commitment to humanitarian values. However, the strain on resources and the need for international support remain critical issues. 3. The Qashqai tribe. The Qashqai tribe is the second largest ethnic group in Iran, known for their semi-nomadic lifestyle, migrating seasonally between the lush summer pastures of the Zagros Mountains and the warmer southern plains during winter. They are often referred to as the last nomads of Iran, primarily residing around the cities of Shiraz and Firuzabad in Fars province. Remarkably, many Kashkai still sustain themselves by herding livestock and steadfastly preserving their traditional customs. A particularly intriguing aspect of Kashkai culture is their unique marriage practices. Men are only allowed to have more than one wife if the first wife consents, typically in situations where she cannot have children. The decision and arrangement for an additional wife are entirely in the hands of the first wife, with the husband having no say or right to object. This practice reflects the communal and cooperative nature of Kashkai society. Living as a single person is strictly forbidden and considered a grave sin among the Kashkai. They view this as a selfish lifestyle, contrary to their belief in the law of survival and communal living. The strong emphasis on family and community bonds is a defining characteristic of Kashkai culture. 2. Temporary marriage. Temporary marriage, or sighe in Persian, is a unique practice in Iran that allows a man and a woman to marry for a predetermined period, ranging from a few hours to several years. Sanctioned by Shia Islam, this form of marriage does not require witnesses or official registration. The couple agrees on a dowry and the duration of the marriage contract beforehand. When the contract ends, they can separate without a formal divorce. Article 1075 of Iranian civil law permits temporary marriages, allowing men over the age of 15 and women over 13 to enter into such contracts. Unmarried women need their father's approval, while widowed or divorced women do not. Men, whether married or not, must prove they have a monthly income or sufficient personal assets to cover expenses for the woman during their time together. To validate the marriage contract, both parties must bring their identification to the marriage registration office and have a simple ceremony with religious officials as witnesses. Although temporary marriages can last indefinitely if both parties agree, they typically last about 3 to 5 months in Iran. Some human rights activists support this practice, believing it helps reduce illegal prostitution, as an estimated 34% of young people in the country are involved in such activities. Nearly 65% of Iran's population is under 25 years old, but many are unemployed and lack the financial means to marry, making temporary marriages a solution for their romantic and sexual needs without breaking the law. However, critics argue that this form of marriage causes numerous social issues. There are thousands of cases where children are born without knowing their fathers, and most men are reluctant to start families with women who have been through contractual marriages. 1. Gender segregation. Gender discrimination in Iran is deeply entrenched in its legal, social, and cultural frameworks, profoundly impacting the lives of women. The legal system, heavily influenced by Islamic Sharia law, imposes numerous restrictions on women. For instance, a woman needs consent from a male guardian to get married, and their inheritance rights are not equal to those of men. Women are also subjected to mandatory dress codes that require them to cover their hair and wear loose-fitting clothing, with severe penalties for any violations. In the workplace, women face job segregation, harassment, and limited legal recourse. Certain fields of education remain off-limits to them. Politically, women's participation is significantly hindered due to candidacy restrictions and minimal representation in parliament. Despite these challenges, Iranian women continue to actively campaign against discriminatory laws and practices, often risking government crackdowns. International organizations, including the United Nations and various human rights groups, consistently criticize Iran's gender discrimination and advocate for women's rights. These issues are well documented by Amnesty International, Human Rights Watch, United Nations reports, scholarly articles, and various news outlets. Despite the formidable barriers they face, Iranian women have shown incredible resilience and determination. Their ongoing struggle for equality and justice is an inspiring testament to their strength and courage. The fight for women's rights in Iran is a critical and ongoing issue that reflects broader struggles for human rights and social justice. Iran is a country full of surprises, with a rich history and a complex social fabric. Its unique practices, significant youth population, and status as a refuge for many highlight its multifaceted nature. What are your thoughts on Iran's unique marriage practices or its position as a leading host of refugees? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating insights. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the marvels of our world.